What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I'm Andrew. This is Aggie. We're here at Nexus Jiu-Jitsu in Folsom, and today we're going to talk about some outside Ashi defensive options. We're going to go over 3. Okay, someone gets you an outside Ashi, you slip your heel. You can look to build up on top of them. If you can pull your heel close to your butt, you can work to get up on top and start passing. Maybe you can't get your heel close to your butt. You can take the other leg inside, stand up, go for wedging back takes or simple passes. I love the wedging back take because why not? And the last option is going to be very aggressive. It's going to be rolling through to find our own heel hook attack. Okay, so we're going to play all 3 of those options, look at them in depth so that you guys have some really good counter offense when someone enters outside Ashi on you. Okay, sometimes outside Ashi can turn into a really, really bad position for us. If they have the heel, then it's the most optimal outside heel hook position, if you ask me. If not, they can still work up for knee bars and toe holds and other options. So we really have to have quick, good counter options from this position. So let's check them out right now.
Check it out. What's it all about?
Okay, so we're playing from outside Ashi. Okay, she's gonna usually have their feet hooked behind your hips, so if you pull away from them, they'll slide with you across the mat. If they have their feet out here, then it's pretty easy for me just to come up and free my knee line. So we're thinking like someone who's good, educated. They have their feet hooked behind my hips and they're locking me in this position, right? A lot of times they're gonna be up here trying to gather up the ankle or look for the heel, things of that nature. Now, sometimes I'm able to, in an adjustment of some sort or a lax in their part, I'm able to pull my heel back towards my butt. So I'm retracting my heel back towards my butt. If she keeps my heel out and away from my butt, I'll never be able to build up to this knee, right? But if they make the mistake of letting me retract my heel, it's not that hard then for me now to drive up onto this knee. Don't go towards their body, right? Because this is what's going to be fighting against me. I want to go into empty space here. So I'm going to be working myself up to my knee here. Yeah. Once I get up to my knee here, you see they're still laying on my foot. They still have a good connection here. I want to now start bringing my weight over them and on top of their upper body so I can free my ankle. And let me show you a little trick for how I like to do that. We're going to switch sides. So we're here in outside Ashi. I'm able to pull my heel back towards my butt. I'm working myself up to my knee. Now I'm going to start bringing my body over their body. And it's hard for me to pull this out. So I like to step on my own foot. And now I can drive this foot out using my own foot. And now here I have effectively a leg drag position that I can work from. Right? Now I can start clearing, looking to take the back, looking to cover, and get passes and all sorts of attacks from this position now that I've freed my knee. Right? So that's one really good option when you're stuck in the outside Ashi. Okay? Another really good option I like, let's say we're here, she has me in outside Ashi, okay? And I can't retract this foot to my butt. I'm struggling, right? She's in a really good position. She's holding on to everything, keeping my foot away from my butt. I'm gonna lean towards the primary leg so I can pull this foot inside and below their butt here. And that helps me to be able to rock up onto my knee here. When I get up onto my knee and put weight on this foot, now it's gonna be really hard for them to attack. I can't let her start to close my knee to the inside because she can expose my heel and start wrapping up this heel and going for her break. So I'm making sure I'm keeping everything nice and open here, keeping my knee open, keeping her knees pulled through. And now I can start looking to get into wedging back take options, which I really love. So what I'm gonna start to do is stand up, driving my knee towards her chest to bring the hips off the mat. Yeah. Once the hips are exposed, now I can pick them up and drive her hips over her head, right? So I'm really bringing her hips high over her head and kind of stacking them. Once I get them stacked, how you doing down there?
Good.
Once I get them stacked, I want to bring this outside knee inside the hip pocket so that when I sit back down, I can play my wedge. I already have the wedge here, yeah? So I have the hips held up, right? I have my knee in the wedge. I'm going to start to roll underneath her here. And then look, I point my knees to the ceiling here. See that? See how it picks her hips completely up off the mat? And that gives me upper back exposure, lower back exposure. And now I can start looking to push the hips, pull the shoulders, and create my back take and go for my back attacks. One more time from a slightly different angle. So we're in outside Ashi. I can't get my foot retracted to my butt. Pull this foot in, work myself to my feet, start to stack. And now as I stack, I'm gonna pull our hips up. Look, pull up, here. And now of course I can do regular passes as well. But I can put my knee in the hip, fall down to my hips, pointing my knees to the ceiling, look, pinching. Look at all that exposure. Grab the shoulders, hip escape out, and now I can play my back attack. Really, really, really good option that I love to use. It's super fun. Last option we'll look at is I'm gonna counter her leg attack. She wants to break my leg, I'm gonna break her leg. So what I like to do first is make sure my foot is safe. So I'll do this little pummel, this little shimmy, using this back foot to kick everything off of my ankle, making sure this ankle is safe. Once I know that my primary leg is safe, then I'll do a little hip escape out, throw my leg over the top. Once I throw this leg over the top, now I'm playing my offense. And again, she tries to start attacking my feet, I can play this kind of defensive game here. My feet are mostly free, where her feet, I'm laying on them. So it's gonna be a lot harder for her to use her feet as a pummeling mechanism than it is for me, right? Now I'm gonna start to roll over the top. As I do, I wanna pinch this knee on her thigh to make her knee roll interior and create a rolling motion for her as well, right? So I start to roll, I'm gonna bring my body over the top, bringing my knees to the mat. As soon as my knees and head touch the mat, that's when I catch her ankle here, okay? I catch her ankle and keep it pushed to the inside so I can start exposing the heel. As we continue to roll, you'll notice that now I can catch the inside heel hook here. When she lands, she's already breaking. She'll tell you there's already pressure, yeah? My feet stay on her hip, I can lock my hands and go for my finish right there, right? Slightly different angle. She has me in outside Ashi. I make sure my feet are clear and safe. I hip escape out, throw my leg over the top. Now I'm gonna start the process of my roll, and as I do, look, I catch here, keeping her foot inside. And now as we roll through, I can look to pinch the toes between my tricep and ribs. As we roll, I catch her heel here. And now my feet just stack right on top. I can catch my hands, finish, get my good break there. At worst, I'm out of her attack. At best, I'm breaking her, right? So that's your video for the day. There's some good options there for you to counter someone's outside Ashi attack. They get into outside Ashi, as long as they don't have the heel, we can really get to work. If they have your heel, you're in a bad spot. We gotta try to use that back leg to kick off, try to get our hands involved in the fight, right? We can't let them bring their hips up and block us. So we gotta make sure we're doing this pummeling fight. But the three main options I like to play are, if I can pull my foot to my butt, I'll just get up. Come up, stack you, start attacking position. If I can't get my foot to my butt, I'll look to pull my other foot in, work up to a standing position where then I can just work a pass or the wedging back take, which is really fun, really good option, and creates good flows, good offensive motion. And lastly, I'll just counter with an inside heel hook of my own. I'll roll through, can create a heel exposure. And usually when I catch that heel, by the time they're landing, they're already tapping or breaking. It's really tight as you roll through into that position, right? Really, really good option. So there's three great counters and defensive motions for the outside Ashi. Try them out. Let me know how they go. If you want to see anything in the future, throw it down in the comments. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Again, I'm Andrew. That's Zaggy. We're here at Next Jiu-Jitsu in Folsom. And yeah, go try it out.